Oils generally fall into one of three categories, with the odd exception to the rule. Top notes are the most delicate and evaporate rather quickly. They give the first impression and generally serve to enchant and entice. The heart notes form the central theme and are the next set of oils to evaporate once the top notes are gone. They are slightly heavier than the top notes, but not as dense as the base notes. The base notes linger for the longest time and are the last to leave the skin. When it comes to ratios between the base, heart and top notes, it's more or less a personal decision. At the end of the day, if it works, but perfumes do tend to have a lower concentration in the top notes. The heart would have the highest concentration and the base would have the second highest concentration. Personally, I tend to make perfumes which contain more base notes. Just be creative. Like I said, if it works, it works. The way to making a perfume is to start with the base. Once complete, move on to the heart and finally to the top. If you find yourself adding top notes but recognize that you need to modify something in the base, don't be afraid to add something extra. You won't ruin your perfume, just blend until you are happy. For the most precision, you must use a set of scales with a 0.001 gram accuracy and record the total weight of each material. This endeavor will help you accurately reproduce the perfume time and time again. Place your blending beaker onto your scales, press the tare button, and add X amount of drops from one of your materials. Write down how much the drops weigh, and then move on to your next material and replicate the method. If you are working in drops and you decide that you would like to make 30 milliliters of a finished perfume, you would take into account that 1 milliliter is approximately 20 drops. 30 times 20 equals 600. Next, you would need to decide on the strength of the perfume, say 20% for example, and calculate what 20% of 600 is. The answer is 120. Therefore, you would need to add 120 drops of perfume oils to 480 drops of alcohol to get a 30 milliliter bottle of perfume at a strength of 20%. Bear in mind that working in drops is not accurate and results can differ with each batch, as oils have various levels of acidity, which means that the weight of drops will vary. In my experience, you get inconsistent results. Using plastic pipettes will prevent the cross-contamination of your oils. Use a different pipette for each material. Discard all pipettes after use. If you use a glass pipette, make sure you rinse it out in ethanol in between each use. Before blending your oils, weigh the beaker you will be mixing your formula in. Make a note of the weight. Once you reach completion and you are happy with your creation, you must weigh the beaker again containing the perfume formula. Now, deduct the weight of the empty beaker from the weight of the occupied one. The answer gives you the weight of your perfume formula. In order to find out how much alcohol you must add, you must first decide what strength you desire your perfume to be. For instance, if you want to produce an eau de parfum, you require your final perfume to be 15 to 20% oils and 80 to 85% alcohol. To work this out, you take the weight of the perfume formula and divide it by varying numbers which represent the weight of an overall volume until you come up with an answer ranging from 15 to 20%. For instance, say your formula weighs 7 grams and you divide it by 30, which represents 30 milliliters, your answer will be 0.23, which would place your perfume at a 23% concentration. This is slightly over the percentage of an eau de parfum, but if you're happy with that number, you would simply subtract 7 from 30, giving you 23. That means for a 23% strength perfume, you need to add 23 grams of alcohol to your 7 grams of perfume oils to give a total weight of 30 grams or a volume of 30 milliliters. Maturation is when you let your perfume concentrate sit for a while before maceration, ensuring that the different oils harmonize with each other and arrange themselves to the same tune, so to speak. Maceration is the process of combining your perfume concentrate with ethanol. After some time, the ethanol takes on the smell of the perfume oils and your perfume becomes wearable. There is a lot of conflicting information on this topic. Everybody seems to have their own belief. Some perfumers mature their perfume concentrate for up to 6 weeks and then macerate in alcohol for up to 3 months. Others may not mature them at all and only macerate for a period of 1 month. At this point on my journey, it all seems very subjective. I think experimentation is the answer. As I understand it, it largely depends on whether or not your perfumes are natural or aroma chemical dominant. Chemicals don't change over time, but essential oils are much more complex and alive, therefore need more time to develop. So you need to take into consideration the oils you have used before making your decision. Currently, I believe that the most critical detail when making perfume at home is to control your environment. There is an emphasis on maturing and macerating your creations in a dark place where the temperature does not fluctuate, although what that perfect temperature is, I still don't know. I have been maturing my perfumes for 2 to 4 weeks and macerating for 1 month in amber bottles, keeping my creations in dark drawers at room temperature. Giving your creations a little shake every now and then also seems to aid the process, though this practice too seems subjective. I hope this video has been of some help. Remember, when you're making perfume, have fun, be creative, and be your own inspiration.